Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Wigler. Welcome to our first number corner of the week. Let's look at today's date. Today is April 6th, 2020. Each part of the date is in a different color. See if you can tell me what each part is called. April is the month, 6 is the day, and 2020 is the year. Good job. See if you can write April 6th, 2020 the short way using only numbers. I'll give you a couple seconds to figure it out on your own, and then I'll show you the answer. Let's see how you did. You should have written 4-6-20. Let's review again why April 6, 2020 turns into 4-6-20. We'll start with the year. Why do we write 20 for the year? That's right. We copy the last two digits of the year. This one's the easiest. Why do we write 6? Right, we just copy the day. It's the same. Here's the trickiest part. Why does the word April turn into the number 4? If you said it's because it's the 4th month, you're correct. Remember our Jack Hartman song? January, February, March, April. April is the 4th month. Now let's look at April 6th, 2020 on an actual calendar. Look at the days of the week up here. What day of the week is April 6th? If you said Monday, you're correct. April 6th, 2020 is a Monday. Now let's look at our calendar pieces. Remember that our calendar pieces for this month are going to be one of 4 words. They might show length, which is how long something is. It might show weight, which is how heavy something is. It might show capacity, which shows how much of something fits into something else. Or it might be temperature, which shows how hot or cold something is. We have a lot of calendar pieces to look at because we had a weekend. So let's look at our old calendar pieces first before we make a prediction. Our first calendar piece showed length. Our second calendar piece showed weight. Our third calendar piece showed capacity. On Saturday, which was a weekend day, what do you think our calendar piece showed? If you said temperature, you were correct. Your Saturday piece was a penguin with a thermometer showing how cold it is where he lives. Let's move him up here. You had another weekend day, which was Sunday. What do you think Sunday's calendar piece was? We had length, weight, capacity, temperature. What do you think comes next? If you said length, good job. You're starting to notice the pattern. On Sunday, our calendar piece showed length again. This time, it's measuring how long the crayon is. Let's move that piece up here. All right, you have one more prediction to make, and that's the calendar piece for today. Let's look at our pattern one more time. Length, weight, capacity, temperature. Length. What do you think today's piece will show? Now that you've made a guess, Let's find out. If you said wait, you're correct. Today, April 6th, this is our calendar piece. There are some grapes being weighed on a scale, and it's showing us that these grapes weigh 6.5 ounces. If you guessed wait as our calendar piece today, good job. We'll see if you can figure out the pattern again tomorrow. Now let's look at how many days we've been in school. We're counting digital learning as days in school. Last time was 127. That makes today 128. Since my whiteboard is much smaller, we have to remember to imagine and put 100 in our brain so that we have room for our other 10 frames. Let's count by tens and then stop and count by ones. Put 100 in your brain. Now let's keep going. 110, 120, stop. 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127. How many dots do I need to add today? You're right, just one. Now we have 128. You can see that there are 5 red dots on the top and 3 blue dots on the bottom. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Let's look at 128 another way. Here's our chain. Remember, we also have to put the other chains in our brain because there's not enough room on our whiteboard. Let's see how many links are on our chain right now. How many do you see? If you said 7, you're correct. But we want to show 128. So how many links do I need to add? Just one. What color will it be today? You're right, it will be blue. Let's look at this number sentence again. Since there are 5 red and there are 3 blue, we get 8 to show the ones part of our number 128. Now let's look at 128 on a number line. Here's our number line, which right now goes to 127. We need to add 128. The numbers are different colors to help us know the difference between even numbers and odd numbers. What kind of number are the red numbers? 121, 123, 125, and 127. Are those even or odd? If you said odd, you are correct. Numbers that end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 are odd numbers. That means they cannot be shared fairly. That means our green numbers, 122, 124, and 126, are even numbers. Even numbers can be shared fairly. If we need to add 128 today, what color will it be? Will it be an even number or an odd number? If you said it will be green, you are correct. 128 is an even number, so it's green. Let's go through and count the numbers on our number line. 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128. What number will we write tomorrow? I won't tell you till tomorrow, so we'll see if you're right. Now let's look at our frog and toad graph. This month we are graphing frogs and toads. Right now they are even. We have one frog and one toad. I'm going to spin my spinner and show you what I land on today. Ooh, I landed on toad. That means we need to color another toad piece in our graph. Our toads are brown, so I'm going to color another brown toad piece. Now we have 2 toads and 1 frog. That makes me want to ask you a question. Which one has more, frogs or toads? Toads. Which one has less? Frogs. Good job. Now let's look at adding a number sentence to our next sheet. The first day, we wrote 1 frog plus 0 toads equals 1. The second day, we wrote 1 frog plus 1 toad equals 2. Today we're going to write a new number sentence. How many frogs do we have? Still 1. How many toads do we have? Now we have 2 toads. So we have 1 plus 2 equals, if you said 3, you're right. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Tomorrow we'll write a new number sentence to match our new graph. Here's the last part of your number corner for today, our word problem challenge. I'll read it aloud to you and then you're going to solve it all by yourself. Mrs. Wriggler baked 12 cookies for her family. Her family ate 7 of the delicious cookies. How many cookies are still left? Remember, you need to decide if this is a plus problem or a minus problem. Today will be the last day I help you with key words. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to see if you can do it all by yourself. I'll read it one more time. Mrs. Wriggler baked 12 cookies for her family. Her family ate 7 of the delicious cookies. How many cookies are still left? The words I underlined in purple are words that should help you decide whether or not this is a plus problem or a minus problem. See if you can figure out the answer and have a number sentence to go along with it. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Good luck and happy Monday! I'll see you tomorrow.